Oh no, this might not be good. So I was down in central Florida, well, north central swamp, Florida, and visiting a buddy, and with no intention whatsoever, came across a Scout 800 Aristocrat for sale on Facebook. And I talked my buddy into going to look at it. Just, you know, thought we'd go over and take a look, talk to another Scout guy. And before I knew it, one thing leads to another, and I am shaking hands and trying to figure out where the nearest U-Haul is so I can rent me a dolly and bring the thing up from Florida. So we did. I thought maybe I'd give you a little walk around about what it looks like. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Get her going, I guess. So out here she is. Yeah, that's my wife's thing. I'm trying to get a little work done. You can see down in there at the floor pan, the wall over there is pretty bad. We're patching in. Me and my son already did the side over here. Got this side kind of fixed. That side is next. Get that patched. Give us something else to do this winter. Kind of cold here in Virginia today, for sure. But this is what I found. Before I show you that, there's my wife's Traveler. She picked that up. Sweet ride. It doesn't look too much like a Aristocrat because someone gave it one of those really nice rattle can paint jobs. Thank you so much. But it is an Aristocrat. You can tell here's the second set of holes for the you know, they say Scout here, and then under here would be the badge, and there is a badge on the other side. Right here. Kind of rub the paint off of that. Yep, sure enough says Aristocrat. The interior paint is still the original. It does come with a winch and a V8 engine, 4-speed. The fella told me that the engine was rebuilt. He thought he had only owned it about 6 months. He had bought it from a little widow woman. You know how it goes. Anyway, the fella had bought it, took everything out of it, was going to redo it, and unfortunately passed away. His wife, not knowing what he had, not knowing what it was, threw lots of the things away, including the dash. Or the dash was really bad, I'm not positive. But she threw lots of stuff away. There's no seats. She threw the seats away. Interior color is that kind of greenish color. It has some great, let's see if I can get a good shot of all of the ventilation. I don't know if that's factory. I don't think it is. Lots of ventilation in the top. Good news is I have another one that has a top. And you'd be amazed with a top that looks that bad, that the body itself is not that bad. Floor pans need replaced, no doubt, but that's, you know, typical. The back floor is not great. It needs replaced as well. But it does have PTO. I'm thinking that must be for the winch out front. It's got 2 of them, and I'm not really sure how that works. I don't know. So it has some electrical PTO engagement. I don't really know how that works. I don't even know what it is. Got the side windows, his windows in good shape. From measuring my other top, I think these will come out and go back into the other top just fine. Might need a new gasket in there. I did have to, I pulled it up on a dolly, and I know that you know, some people would be like, oh my God, you know, did you remember to unhook the drive shaft? And certainly I didn't remember it, but the good news is the last guy took it out anyway, so it didn't have a drive shaft. So it towed along just fine right there behind the trusty Tundra. Yeah, pulled it right along, no worries. Front's good, the bezels were in a box in the back. The hood, so it does have, I have the emblem, was one of the few things that survived in a box in the back. Most of the stuff had corroded, rusted, apparently some water had gotten into the tote, but this was above the water line, so it turned out okay. The other badge for the Aristocrat badge isn't in the box, so I have to track one of those down. I'd love to open the hood and show you, but the lever here is missing, and I can't get it up. We fought that for about an hour now. I could peek in from the backside. The motor is painted, so there's at least a little bit of truth to the fact that the motor might have been freshened up, or it seems like it's possible. Here's the best part about it, okay? End caps. That one over there, very nice. This one has had a dent, but they did the holes and popped it out and was getting ready to fix that, and then I guess he never got around to it. Interior of the tailgate. Handle missing, but it doesn't latch anyway, so that's no problem. But check this. Oh, these, can't stand this thing right here. Get in the hole, get in the hole, get in the hole. Get in the hole, there it is. Look, rotted through up there, but look at that tailgate. Little surface patina. That right there is practically what sold the Scout. That, and right there is the roof rack. It was on it. It was on it when I bought it. But the bolts were, all the rubber was gone. The rack was all floppy, barely hanging on by like 4 rusted, bolts. So I took my vice grips. It just popped broke the bolts and took it off and put it inside so I wouldn't lose it. It is missing one piece, the cross piece in the front. Everything else is in place. Even one of the rubber things has survived and rode along with me. It never blew off. But the crossbar was missing, so I'll have to find me one of those someday. But again, man, look at that. Whew. Nice tailgate, little dent right there. Exterior, all the way down. Yep, that's pretty much what sold it. I did take the back glass out when I was bringing it home. One, this top, it's off. But I cut the glass out because, well, there was no windshield in it. And I kind of thought all the wind coming through might just go whoop, and shoot the back glass out on the person behind me. And, they shouldn't be following so close. But I was trying to be safe-ish, safety third. Oh, look at there. Came with a key. Awesome. Doesn't look original. Oh, no, it is. Look at there. Holy cow, it has the IH right on it. Give me that key. Can you see it? I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. IH right there on it. Check that. Nope. Yep, it's right there. Cool. I have a key. Awesome. I'm gonna put that in my pocket so I don't lose it. Probably should leave it back. I'll put it back in there when I'm done. Anyway, so there it is. I got the new fugly tires on the back. The front one, this one actually was the only tire that had air on it, but when I put it on the dolly to make it ride more even, because, well, let's just say this one wasn't holding air. Yeah, so I let the air out of that one to make it ride even. Took it to a shop with the 2 rotten tires that were on the back. I got a little air in them. They were holding kind of. And just bought the 2 cheapest tires they had that would fit those rims. So, yeah, there it is. My first dolled up Scout Aristocrat. I do have a line on an SR2 that's in a similar condition, I must say. But it does have the interior. It does have the interior in it. But body-wise, it's worse. It has more rot. So, but I might go. I'm still working on that one. Anyway, there's my Aristocrat. Not too bad. The guy must have picked up I don't know if he painted this dash, or if this was the dash. The interior color, I'm not sure what color the dash would have been. It's kind of a bluish. I don't know if it's showing up right. It's a similar color to what the top is. So those of you that might know a little bit more about Aristocrats can tell me if you think that was the original one, and then why in the world did he paint it yellow? I don't know. Body-wise, though, like nothing. Solid, good shape. Under here, this is I think this is I have a title for it. Yeah, no kidding. The title says 70, but obviously it's not a 70 because it would have the rectangular lights here. So it was probably sold in 70 because this has the reflectors, but it was probably made in 69. He did give me a copy of the line set ticket, and I didn't pay attention to that, but that's my guess. I'm going to keep the top because then I can use it to measure and make my holes in the right places. And really, the tops, oh no, it's awful. Yeah, it's awful. Yeah, it's awful. Okay, so, yeah, it's awful. Anyway, there you go. That is my new toy I picked up because Lord knows I need another one. I don't know, I'm sure there's more of us out there that you can't. It's like a Pringles. You can't eat one. You can't own one. So I don't know what this makes now. I think I counted the other day. It was 6, maybe 7, including the Traveler. But that's my wife, so I don't get to count that one. Up here's the canoe. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen the canoe strapped on top. It's a wooden canoe. I bought this down there too. Look at the inside. Look at the craftsmanship, the wood. I love a good wooden boat. I have a hard time not. So, well, there we are. A new addition to the bunch. Pretty excited about it. I mean, I have to say the ride back I was kind of questioning myself. Like, why in the world did you do that? The price wasn't bad. For an Aristocrat. I mean, it looks worse than it is. I get the new top on, the floor pan's in, it's solid. Get the motor running, which I suspect I'll be able to do unless it's just totally screwed up. But and then get a dash put in, and I've got a dash. I've got a dash in this part scout, and I've got another dash in there, and there's one in the back. All the gauges were in the tote that got wet, so they're all gone, rotted. Little bits and pieces. I really do want to try to get the top open one more time. So I'm going to give that a shot. I'll stick you in a time-lapse mode so you don't have to necessarily watch me do it. All right, so before I give up, I came up with one more idea. It's hard to mess with the mechanism and lift at the same time. So I was able to lift from the back. See, the last guy took the bolts out. So I lift from the back, got me a board in there, creating a little teeter-totter effect. So I'm hoping the weight of this will lift up on this while I'm doing that. Yeah, those are skills, man. It's like science words. Let's see. Now, where was I putting that thing? There. Nope. Oop! Okay, one. But there's two of these little levers. And we have liftoff-ish. We have lift-ish. Almost. Come on, man. Ah! Factory stick. Stay. Stay. There's some numbers in there. That's weird. Okay, so let's take a look at it. So what we got here is a V8. Lots of, I don't know. What's that? What's that? Don't know. V8 heater core missing, but I knew that was missing because it was rusted away in the back in the tote full of water, which, you know, there you go. Oh, a creative run of that goes to the winch and straight through the vent hole, which I'm pretty sure was factory. Yeah, right. I'm gonna turn this around. This is the mechanism that goes to the winch, which appears to be electric. I don't see how that is a PTO, but I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Master cylinder was missing. It was in the Scout, also in the tote full of water. The rag joint has been disconnected. I'm guessing when he took the dash out, he thought that was going to have to be the way to do it, and then might have later figured out that you didn't have to. So yeah, it's all in there, but like I said, it has been painted, which indicates at least, you know, something has been done to it. I mean, so fingers crossed. I'll have to get a wrench on that and make sure it's not seized up. Hope it's not. I don't think it is. We will see. Holly Carb says so right there. See? It was covered up good. That oil looks awful. Anyway, we are going to have to see. But there's the motor. It is a V8. I thought I'd take a look under here. Yeah, see, it's all been painted, and you know, always a good sign when they just went ahead and painted the oil filter. Oh well. I'm gonna try to get. Uh-oh. That is a freeze plug missing right there. Oh no. This might not be good. Well, after climbing under there and trying to spin the motor, yeah, it won't spin. So there's that. Well, I know where another Scout is that has a V8 that I think I can probably get for $300. It has a V8. And I don't know if it's seized. But I guess I know what I'll be doing here in the next month is going to visit somebody that owns it and checking it out. Okay. Probably should have fought that hood harder and attempted to spin it, but you know, it was in a swamp and there were rattlesnakes, and wasn't really keen on climbing around under it in a thicket. And so I went with the odds, and the odds are, you know, international, well, they run forever. Oh well. So yeah, I bought a Aristocrat Scout that has been disassembled and has a seized motor. Still cool, but not as cool as if I thought I could make it run. I will, you know, do the, you know, acetone and some Marvel Mist Oil in the cylinders and let it sit and blah, 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 blah. But at the moment, not super hopeful, a little dejected, a little frustrated with myself. But still an international Scout, so that much still cool. You know, and I got to, like, with towing it up here, I think I have about $2,000 in it, so, oh well. Like the winch. Hey, the tailgate is awesome.